Alright, team, let's check out this video from Amethyst. Good dude. I said this first time I actually reacted to one of his videos, to be honest. Alright, let's check this out.
Welcome back to another video. My name is Amethyst, and today we're going to be continuing to talk about the PlayStation 5 release, and when I think we're going to get the release for the PlayStation 5 version of the game.
I'm so happy that finally WUWA is going to come to PS5. I think that's a really good move, to be honest. I don't understand why it didn't come in launch. I guess they're a smaller company, so I can understand that. I can understand a little bit. I think the only reason why ZZZ's are doing well because of the PS5 release. But I don't think WUWA hasn't done poorly. But there's definitely been a bit of a falling off a little bit, to be honest. But I still think it's still doing good now because Chang Li's out. Obviously, there's more content, and all that sort of stuff. But I feel like I think ZZ's got a bit of a hype because the police kills come out as well. As a PS5 release would be epic, very epic.
Coming later this year, it is announced that Wuthering Waves is going to be at the PlayStation China Joy event happening end of this week.
Let's go.
Between the 26th and the 29th of July. Now, loads of games are getting updates and loads of games are getting announced, and lots of different news regarding gaming is going to be revealed at that event, including Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is going to be one of the lineup games for the China Joy event based on the evidence that we've seen promoting the event. Now, my expectations for the release of the Wuthering Waves PlayStation Edition is sort of in the middle. It's not low, it's not high. I don't think it's going to be right at the back end of the year, October, November, December time. Obviously, Honkai Star Rail released their console release at the start of October with the launch of 1.6, which is when Jing Liu was released. I do honestly believe that the reason why they're going to appear at the PlayStation China Joy event is because I believe that Wuthering Waves is going to announce the release date of Wuthering Waves PS5 console edition is going to be upon the release, and it's going to line up perfectly with their 1.2 update.
That actually makes so much sense, though. That actually makes so much sense. They're gonna drop it on 1.2. Because 1.1's too close. If they do it on 1.1, it'd be too close. But being on 1.2, that would actually make so much sense. So they're literally like another month, maybe month and a half away. They actually will make a lot of sense, actually. Like try and drop it on to 1.2. Yeah, that actually makes so much sense. It's unreal.
PlayStation 5 is going to line up perfectly with the 1.2 update, and here's why. There is rumors, and there's a lot of people speculating, and there's a lot of evidence to support this, that in 1.2 we're going to be getting a free 5-star character. A brand new free 5-star character. Now,
really? A free 5-star? I mean, hey, if we're getting a free 5-star, all I'm gonna say is I am downloading Wuthering Waves something, and we're making a free-to-play. We're making a free-to-play account with that 5-star. All I'm gonna say. I'm doing a free-to-play account. What for real? I'm gonna be making a free-to-play account because I ain't missing out on a free 5-star. Like for real. All right, I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna have a free-to-play account. That's what I'm gonna say. I already got 2 on Star Rail, so I'm down.
Now, if this evidence is the case, and this is true, that would line up perfectly to why the PlayStation 5 release will be announced at China Joy.
Makes sense.
On the end of that event, of China Joy event, we are directly halfway towards 1.2. We're halfway through 1.1
That is
currently.
True.
As Chang Li's just released, another 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to be getting either the update or the announcement or trailers or just anything to do with 1.2. That's when we're going to start to get it. But I do believe This is what I.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. I hope 1.2 cooks because I'm going to be 100%. The 1.1 don't the characters do not look, are not really cooking for me. It's not only because I'm broke at the moment. Because I've spent on Changli and also the cop girl from ZZZ. Yeah, I be honest, I don't. I mean, they gotta. As I will pull characters that I want to pull for, and I'm gonna be honest. The 1.1 characters that don't really jump out at me. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't think they jump out at me. But hey, honestly, I hope the 1.2 ones cook, because especially if they give us a free 5-star. I mean, I honestly hope it cooks.
I might be incorrect. I might be correct. This is what I think. Wuthering Waves is going to announce the 1.2 update at this China Joy event.
Well, that makes sense.
And with that 1.2 teaser trailer or 1.2 big trailer, character trailer, whatever they want to release, they're also going to announce that upon the release of 1.2, they are going to simultaneously announce the launch of the PlayStation 5 edition of Wuthering Waves. I think they're going to be like, this is the 1.2 trailer. We're announcing 1.2. Also, upon the release of 1.2, we are releasing the official PlayStation 5 edition of Wuthering Waves free on all consoles, on all PlayStation consoles. There's rumours of a PlayStation 4 release as well, but I do believe...
Oh, if they drop the PlayStation 4, that'll be so hyped though. I mean, I don't know if they're actually going to do that because they haven't really been dropping a lot of PS5 games to PS4 for a while now. But I think that would be kind of hyped if they did that, because that would be really cool. Because I feel like a lot of people are missing out on all these new gacha games because they're not coming to PS4. But I do think that it makes sense if they're going to this event. That surely they're going to drop the PS5, the 1.2 with the PS5 release. It just makes a lot of sense, to be honest.
If it's just going to be PlayStation 5, but if it is PlayStation 4, then that would be amazing. Because here's the thing: not only will it,
it would be amazing because then you have you're spreading your people, because there's people that still probably can't get it for the new console, still haven't bought a PS5. I mean, but having it on PS4 is great, and plus it also widens your player base, and I think that's going to be really, really good in the long run.
It'd be good for popularity. Not only will it be good to attract brand new faces that play, let's say ZZZ, play Honkai Star Rail, play Genshin Impact on console that don't really look elsewhere. You know, there's gacha games on the console. You've got Bleach Brave Souls. You've got Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, Zelda Zone Zero. There's other gacha games on there as well that I haven't played.
Let's not talk about Tower of Fantasy.
Fantasy's had a PlayStation release last summer. So, and a lot of these people didn't know about these games before the PlayStation release. They kind of heard the name.
I was gonna say, why is it that the PS5 is literally the gacha console? Like, I'm just really curious. Why is it that on the PS5 it seems to be the gacha console? I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying it just seems weird. Alright, because let's be honest, I don't play a lot of like AAA games. My games exist in Star Rail, Dead by Daylight, and Fortnite. There's more. I play on my PS4 and my PC more than I do my Switch and my freaking Xbox at the moment. It's so I might even sell them, to be honest, because to be honest, I don't play much Xbox and I don't play much Switch. This I just feel like PS5 just sort of does everything for me. So why don't I just get it on the PS5?
Of these other gacha games, but they never really paid any mind to it because they're console players only. or mobile players. But once they hear that the requirements for mobile play is too high, they're not going to download it on their phone. They're going to wait and hope for a PS5 release. Genshin Impact, upon day one of release, was PC, mobile, and PlayStation.
Yep.
Honkai Star Rail was about a 4-month release window after the mobile and PC edition. We got the release of Honkai Star Rail end of April going into the start of May.
Okay.
And then we got the PlayStation 5 edition end of September, early October. So 4 to 6 months. That is the kind of period that we have known to get the release date for those kind of gacha games, except for ZZZ, because ZZZ had the same treatment as Genshin Impact. Upon the global release of the PC and mobile edition, we also got a console edition for PlayStation. Now,
I think that they should do, like, any gacha game that's coming out should be released on console the same day. I'll give Kuro their due. They're a smaller company, so they can't do that. But the thing is, I feel like especially because of WUWA, because the mobile like version was so fucking bad. Alright, I started on mobile because I didn't have my current PC at the time. I started streaming on mobile. That shit was horrendous. It was horrendous. Alright, it was absolutely horrendous. The mobile version. I mean, to be fair, they fixed it. They compensated it well. I feel like the PS4, especially with the PS5 release for the game, and win it, and like also if they are gonna give a free 5-star for PlayStation players, I think that's gonna be a massive hype. And also if they bring it to the PS4 as well, I think if they have a good like a console launch, I think it will go really, really well for them.
I do honestly believe that the release date will not be in October like it was with Honkai Star Rail. I believe they're going to announce the release date upon the same sort of, or within the first few days or the first couple of weeks of 1.2. It would make sense. A new update, free 5-star. We're giving a free 5-star to everyone in celebration of the PlayStation release and also the 1.2 update release.
And don't forget all the stuff you get, all the conversation stuff as well. Because I assume all the console players will also get the conversations is lasting a year. So you'll get the free 5-star selector, you'll get the weapon selector, and all that, and like a whole bunch of free pulls. So in theory, you're getting a lot. Console players are going to get a lot of good stuff to start off with. A lot of good stuff. As console players are going to be cooking good, going to be eating good.
So it lines up perfectly. It does. There will be loads of events. There's new characters. One of those new characters could potentially be free if the evidence is correct. The PlayStation 5 edition and PlayStation 4 edition allegedly will be a huge sales and popularity boost for Kuro games and for what
it'll be massive. It'll be absolutely massive.
That is when the game will reach its peak. When the PlayStation edition of the game releases.
It's gonna be cooking. It's gonna cook.
Will reach its all-time peak for future updates. Why? PlayStation is a huge console.
It is.
Huge console.
It is.
PlayStation is arguably the most popular gaming console in history. Okay?
That's not even a debate. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. PlayStation is destroying so bad that Xbox is literally. Xbox is going to be ceased to existing because Microsoft wants to go into like more like how Steam is going. More going to be a gaming platform more than running the console wars. And plus, Switch does it pretty well. The thing is, let me be honest. What Switch game? There's any Switch games that have actually come out that anybody's actually interested in? Because we're not getting a Pokemon game this year, so I haven't really. I mean, what new games have come out on the Switch right now? Like, I can't even remember what a big title that came out this year. I mean, like, Xbox had Power World. And, like, to be honest, I haven't even gone back to Power World. since the new update came out. Not because it's bad, it's because I've just been busy. As I said, I might try and go back this week, maybe not. I don't know. As I said, like Xbox, I'm gonna be honest. Xbox doesn't really. I don't really play on my Xbox at all. Again, there's some things I don't play on my Xbox at all. So because PlayStation, I use my PlayStation way more. I mean, look, I do use a little bit less. I have a PC now, but the thing is, I have the two things I play on is my PC and my PlayStation 5. All right, this is what it is. I am thinking about selling both my Switch and my console and my my Xbox.
I know Xbox fans will shoot me for saying that. I know there's been
Xbox is dead.
Xbox and PlayStation for many moons now.
Xbox is dead.
But most of the time in recent years, PlayStation has either been, just peaked Xbox, or it's just blown them out of the water. Remember when the PlayStation 5 released? PlayStation 5 was so successful that no one could get their hands on it for 2 years.
Because it doesn't help because of COVID as well. They couldn't produce the consoles at all. But yeah, everybody wanted one that they couldn't even get hold of one. That's why I think a lot of the console lifespan is actually going to probably going to have the PS5 for a while before we get the PS6, and I don't think Xbox is going to make it. I don't think we're going to get another Xbox console. To be honest, I think Nintendo's pretty settled on the Switch right now. I don't know how they can improve on the Switch. The Switch is a pretty decent console. To be honest, you never know. They might actually drop a new console when the new Pokemon game release maybe next year. I don't know. I personally don't see why they need to change anything. They need to make any changes to the Switch. The Switch is probably the best it's been.
I didn't get my PlayStation 5 until 2.5 years later from release.
I got my PlayStation last year.
2.5 years after the release of the PlayStation 5.
I think I got my PlayStation last year.
The console release for Wuthering Waves, I believe it is going to be PlayStation exclusive, other than mobile and PC. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be
it's going to be massive
win for Kuro Games.
It's going to be
a massive win for Wuthering Waves.
It's a massive win for Wuthering Waves, especially if they get the PS4.
Are going to be over the moon. The amount of people I have spoken to that are PlayStation players that haven't got a PC, or their PC cannot run Wuthering Waves efficiently, so they have to bite the bullet and play on their mobile, or they haven't been able to play at all. And with the release of 1.2, which could potentially also mark the release of the PlayStation version of the game, it's huge news.
It's massive news. Massive news.
Huge news. And the fact that we could potentially be getting a free 5-star. A free limited 5-star. Now, I don't know if this is confirmed. There's rumors, there's evidence to support.
I'm gonna be honest. These two look really. I'm gonna be a buck. These two are super mid. I mean, the girl's kind of cute. The guy just looks really like. He looks like an NPC. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, the girl's kind of cute, but that's it. I mean, they don't blow. These two don't blow me away. I mean, if they're gonna give you a free 5-star, I would say bring back Genuine, or bring back Genuine. Give people a free Genuine. Alright, or Yingling, because people who got on the console have already missed out on Genuine and Yinlin. So give them a chance to get to one of those two. Alright. Or even Shinshi or Cheng Ling. Well, as I said, if we're going to get a free 5-star, it should be one of the 5-stars they previously missed out on. Or even have it as a select. Or even give them the choice to select which one they want. But it shouldn't be a new 5-star. It should be 5-star they missed out on because they haven't played on PC or mobile.
Thought that could be happening, but I don't know if it's confirmed. I don't know if that's definitely going to happen. Okay?
It's down.
But
It's
if what people are saying is true, this is probably what is going to happen. You can expect one of these two to be free.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
This guy, because this
I
guy
don't
is
I-
looking to be an event character. Apparently, we don't know.
I hope not.
But if that is the case, and we do get one of these two for free, that would be a huge.
I hope the god if they do pick one of these two, I hope it's the girl. I'm gonna be 100%. I hope it's the girl because the guy looks mid as shit. All right, I'm not gonna lie. That if you're going to, I don't think you should do on. You should give a free the free care should not be from the new banner this banner. All right. Well, this is 1.1, so technically they can be, but I just don't. I feel like this is. I hope it's not. I'm gonna be honest. I hope it's not this banner. I hope they don't pull from they pick the free 5-star from this banner. It should be the previous banners, to be honest. But again, it was totally up to Cura. But if we do get from this banner, I hope it's the girl. I do hope it's the girl, because the guy looks mid as shit.
Players upon playing on PlayStation, it'll be a huge deal for players that are struggling on their low-end PCs or their mobile devices that just simply can't run the game. I'm excited. I'm excited for this.
Oh, I am excited. I'm excited too.
Wuthering Waves will have an even bigger
reach,
bigger popularity and revenue boost.
Well, they have a bigger reach too.
Do not know. Wuthering Waves is the first open-world anime gacha game to compete and potentially overthrow Genshin Impact. There have been a lot of games that have been named the Genshin Killer over the years. You had Tower of Fantasy, look how that turned out. Unfortunately, an open-world MMO gacha game was not going to compete with the titan that is Genshin.
Let's be honest. I think even Tower of Fantasy realize how bad their game is, that they're already dropping Nebulous Evilus. I do believe that the same people that made Tower of Fantasy. I mean, people in the comments will probably prove me wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is the same people made Tower of Fantasy is making that game as well. Again, if I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments.
It just simply wasn't going to happen. You have had loads of other games like Punishing Grey Raven. You've had
never played Punishing Grey Raven, to be fair.
No, I don't even think there was any other like that kind of style of open world, stage-based sandbox anime gacha game. I don't think that wasn't Hoyoverse.
No.
So Wuthering Waves was the first open world anime gacha game since Genshin Impact. That was such a success that it caused strife, carnage, and flat-out war in the gacha community. Honestly, if you thought that the Honkai Star Rail versus Genshin Impact controversy was big, and that was in the same developer. Those games were both from Hoyoverse, so you can't even imagine the Hoyoverse stands, not fans. There are Hoyoverse fans and Hoyoverse stands. The stands are the toxic people that go, nothing can beat this game.
I still don't understand why, Genshin Impact players were having go at ZZZ players and also like Honkai Star Rail players, and all from the same company. It doesn't make any sense to have a go at other games from the same company. I mean, I still never understand that. Like, I can understand people like giving Wuthering Waves a little bit of shit because like it's a competitor, but like even then the stuff they were complaining about was kind of petty. Like, I to be honest, I think I'm gonna be like a straight up buck. You got the Hoyo stands are unreal. They even argue over games from the same company. It's insane to me. It's absolutely insane to me.
This game is God tier. This game is the peak of gaming evolution, the peak of gacha game evolution, and no other gacha game will touch it.
Oh,
those people Those people are the people that when Wuthering Waves came out and they played it, they instantly either shat on the game or they panicked, or they just didn't even play it. Didn't even look at it because they knew if they looked at this game, they would either panic or they would immediately play it and shit on it within the first hour of them playing it, saying it's a Genshin clone, it's a Genshin copy, it's still not ever going to compete with Genshin.
Yeah.
And then when the sales came out at the end of 1.0, oh, people didn't, there was no, people didn't have much to say then.
They got destroyed.
People didn't have much to say then. Anyway, I digress.
I'm gonna be honest that I don't. I'm gonna be honest. The 1.0, Jinyu is it Jingyang and Yingling banners were very good. I think Yingling did a lot better, but the thing is, Jingyang was pretty good too, and like Shinshi and Shengling, those were masterpiece. That was a masterpiece. I think there's definitely going to be a bit of a drop-off to the 1.2 banner. I'm going to be honest. Again, none of those characters blow me away. So, unless they're like crazy good, I think these characters are going to be... Those characters are not going... I don't think it's going to be like a must-pull banner for either two. I'm going to be honest. Unless their kits are insane, absolutely insane. At least their kits are absolutely diabolically insane. I just don't see it, to be honest. I don't see it.
That's a completely different video, completely different topic. The point is, my predictions for the release of the PlayStation edition of Wuthering Waves is looking to be 1.2's release, which is looking to be end of August. Mid to late August.
Middle. Oh my god, it's gonna drop on my birthday.
Or
oh my god.
Or the website update for 1.2. It'll be the back end of August. So, and that looks like the release of the PlayStation 5 edition of the game. I think September 1st.
Okay.
September 1st is when we'll get, or around about the September 1st.
Ooh, September 1st. So it's really... Ooh, that's very close to Neverless Everless coming out, I'm pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure Neverless Everless comes out on the 6th of August, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know they dropped I'm not sure if it was a release date or more information. Because I don't know. Again, people will tell me in the comments if I'm wrong.
The 1.2 release and the PlayStation release of Wuthering Waves. Whether or not they'll release it
Hey Rusty, how you doing, Finn?
Whether or not they'll release it first on PC, then part 2 of 1.2 will be the release of PlayStation. I don't know. It's up in the air at this point. But you guys will be updated.
I think it makes sense if they drop the PlayStation version on 1.2.
PC player. Most of my games on PlayStation that I play, if I'm not playing with my friends, are gacha
I'm pretty sure they will.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to the China Joy event. I'm looking forward to seeing all of the games.
You woke up hitting a volcanic dream, lol. Jesus. That's not good, friendo.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Wuthering Waves has in store. Will they release a trailer for 1.2? Will they release a trailer for the PlayStation Edition? Who knows? Who knows? For all I know, it might just be like, oh, we're officially announcing the release of PlayStation, but we're still not giving a release date. And if that's the case, then it's probably going to be a similar situation. We're not going to get it until October, November, possibly December. But I think that's unlikely.
I think that's crazy if they wait till October to drop it.
Going to happen. But that's my opinion. That's what I think is going to happen. Let me know down in the comments what you think your predictions are for the release of the PlayStation edition of Wuthering Waves, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, everyone.
If they don't, okay, so good video. But if they don't drop it on the 1.2 and they leave it till October, the hype will die. The hype will die really quick. Me and my Uber driver were running away in front of this car. Oh Jesus! All right, good video.
Don't come to my house or else I'll suck your dick, blood. I'll suck your blood. Ah, shit.